The Weekly Warm Pipe.
Well, happy almost New Year. 2024 is saying goodbye. We're doing a wrap.
Happy New Year, you filthy animals.
Classic for sure. Yeah, another year of podcasting, putting out weekly episodes. At least trying. We did a pretty good job of, I'd say, keeping up with the weekly part of the weekly work pipe.
Yeah. The Warp Pipe Wednesdays might have went by the wayside, and we might got a little sketchy there in the last month or two, but we tried really, really hard.
Yeah, I got some statistics. If you guys been keeping up, maybe I do say it's hard to keep going with the podcast, and we definitely appreciate you guys listening weekly. Like even podcasts I listen to, like I like listen to Mike Herrera podcast from MXPX, and I've missed like 10, 15 episodes, and just some stuff changes where it used to be easy to listen going to work, and maybe I'm doing something different or not in the mood to listen to a 10-minute clip it that's my drive once I move is going to be 20 minutes, so then maybe I'll get more podcast time
There you go.
with commuting there. But
Yeah.
we started the new year off 2024 on episode 91,
Wow.
which went through, I think this will be 136. So that's 44 main episodes
Yeah.
that we release for the weekly Warp Pipe. Um, and then we were doing Warp Pipe Wednesday, our Wednesday show, which is more of off the cuff of us just talking about your week, how you doing, other stuff we're doing. And we had that at episode 49. We started the new year with and went to episode 83. We did 34 episodes of that. So just 10 shy of the main series. We
Wow.
missed about 10, I guess.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a lot of shows.
Yeah, I mean, doing both shows, I mean, definitely ambitious for sure on our parts. Where a lot of the podcasts that I listen to maybe don't even do an episode a week. Maybe they're doing, every other week or one big episode a month and stuff like that. So
Yeah. And even more ambitious on your part, Russ, because you did all the heavy lifting. Let's say that for sure.
I will say I do like that we've been using StreamYard for quite some time now, switched over here, and it's more of a live edit where I can do some zoom ins and jump over. So it's just not, I don't like the basicness of just staying on one frame and having,
Right.
but maybe for a live stream it might work or whatever, but I like the dynamics to be able to like, oh, if Jay's talking, let me zoom in on him.
Right.
So it made the podcast editing a little bit easier, a little bit more streamlined on that
Kind of like
aspect.
edit while we're doing it.
Right. And I mean, and if you guys are only listening, that's fine too. If you guys are listening on iTunes or Spotify or any of that, then you don't have to worry about that. But they do have an option now I've seen on Spotify where you can upload a video.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
it will show the video while you're listening there. We did have some hiccups too during the year where we were using the site called now it's not coming to me. What the heck? Oh, the archive,
Yeah.
archive.org to host the podcast. So we would upload the MP3s to that, then that would send it out to Spotify, to iTunes and all that.
Right.
And someone hacked the archives
Ugh.
and it put the site down. And it was like for a few weeks, and I'm like, well, what can I do? I had to put out a video
Right.
explaining, hey, this is what happened. If you guys listen on those platforms, the episodes are still going up on YouTube, but not on there.
And there was probably a while there with my camera. We didn't know if it was going to be. I still don't understand fully like what happens to it. Sometimes it just craps out on me. Right now, it's doing really well, fingers crossed. But some days it would just stop and no rhyme or reason. So it was like technology issues, Jay's stupid computer being 1,000 years old, and it was Russ had to deal with a lot sometimes.
Right. Like, luckily, my buddy Mike Butler reached out to me. He has a podcast called Forgotten Cinema. We used to work together at a movie theater, and he's been a friend ever since then. And he reached out and said, "Hey, we have a server that has room, and if you guys want to hop on there, we can host the podcast. So we've been doing that now. So now the audio's versions has been fixed, and that's more streamlined. So thanks to Mike for
Yep.
doing that. So yeah, if you guys are listening on there, that's good. What other facts did I write down? I wrote down. What do you think? I think you looked it up already, but our most viewed episode of 2024.
I mean, I thought I saw it, and I thought it was, oh, let me see, I'm scrolling through now. I can't remember what I said.
Because I had said something, but then I it was 2023. It was last year's, and I was like, oh, okay.
Was it games we can't get into
Um,
at 2.5K views, was that it or no?
I don't. That might have been. That's not a short.
That's an hour and 2 minutes long. Great games that we just can't get into, episode 111,
Let's see. I'm scrolling down.
2.5K views.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it not come up on my? I was trying to sort by views. Oh, it did. Yeah, 2.5 views. 6 months ago.
Yep.
I can't get into it. Maybe it was the thumbnail, or maybe it was the topic.
It was Russ's face. Look at it. So beautiful.
Yeah, can't get into it. Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra 3, The Alien Wars, and Blaster Master I showcased on the thumbnail. But yeah, we
Yeah.
got 2,500 views on that one, episode 111. So if you guys haven't checked that episode out, maybe because it was a little bit longer, or it's hard to pinpoint why
Right.
that did so well, why it hit home with so many people.
Right.
Again, it controversial topic, maybe,
Yeah.
where like Castlevania Bloodline sucks. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta see this. Like, why
Right.
don't they like it?
Right. Yep. Contra 3 Alien Wars, another great game. Why couldn't they get into it? Blaster Master, another great game. Why couldn't they get into it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the most viewed of the year. The least viewed, you guys
Ooh.
didn't give two craps about.
This video sucked.
Let's see if I could go back to here and just scroll down and see it. It was a Warp Pipe Wednesday, so one of like the bonus episodes
Yeah.
right here, episode 98, Finding Charm in Unsolved Classics, weekly. Oh, you know what? No, no, no. Sorry, wasn't that one. That was on for my one of my favorite
Oh,
episodes, not the
okay.
least viewed. It was 77, so it's a little bit further down. Let's see, episode 77.
How many views?
Um, it was pretty low in the views. Was it? Oh, sorry. Episode 65, it got 77 views.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go.
54. Where the heck is it? 58. It's confusing because we have the two series.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see that. There we go. It was about the Fallout TV show, and the boys chat about what they've been up to. I guess I couldn't really come up with the title, possibly.
Right.
Fallout TV show, and Jay's talking about his closet game room.
Yep. Nobody cares about Jay getting in the closet.
It was 28 minutes long, 77 views, went up 7 months ago. So it was early on in the year. Again, could have been the topic. Sometimes it's certainly tough to me and Jay with the at least with the Warp Pipe Wednesday, because it's kind of off the cuff.
Mhm.
What if I
Giving
don't
it a theme.
giving it a theme, right? If I don't jot something down, I'm almost like, what did we talk about? What was it?
Right.
Where I'm like, oh, I can say, the Fallout show, but maybe we only discussed that for 2 minutes, and then it's
Right.
28 minutes of something else, and I don't want
Of
to
Blink
like
182.
right. So I'm like, that becomes a difficult thing. And then, I don't want to sink hours into like, what should the title be and thumbnail of this? I go back
Right.
and do I listen to the episode for 30 minutes? And then
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
no, that's overkill.
so it's a little tough with that, with the bonus episodes. Whereas the mainline series, it's like we have that set topic. So it's a little bit easier to get a title, a thumbnail, a
Right.
direction, and on that.
Yep, and that's if we're firing on all cylinders and discuss this by Monday, which isn't
Right.
always the case. I mean, Russ could text me I mean, here's the thing too, for a long time, a long time, we did everything on Wednesdays up until recently, and I needed to push things back till Thursday just because, things were a little too hectic on Wednesday night. Um, so if we didn't talk about it by Wednesday morning, we were like scrambling. And then, and then Russ is really good about like wanting to put like a questionnaire out to get the audience involved. We really
Right,
like,
right.
we love to hear from you guys. I mean, you guys always have so much good info. Springfield, let's hear from you, with all your good remarks and stuff. So if we didn't have like a topic, you guys weren't able to like adequately have enough time to respond, so it was like, all right, what are we talking about this week, Jay? I don't know, Russ. What are you thinking? And so we'd shoot back and forth a couple ideas until we peg something, and then that's how we'd go with it. So
Right, and I think it's a lot too of, like, doing a weekly show. Does the whale come does the well run dry quickly, right? Because 'Cause you're pumping them out every week, new
right,
episodes of nostalgia fun. It's like, how many times can we talk about
right,
Blink-182
and,
or
and we
the
yeah,
Nintendo?
right, and we tried really hard to like vary it up and bring different types of like pop culture and music and clothes and
Right, right.
just different sports or whatever it was, different things to try to keep it always fun and interesting and different and not just hey, let's talk about the Nintendo again with NES Addict.
Well, good segue of, do you have any favorite episodes out there? I'll let you think on that, where I had, already jotted one down, was episode 98, Finding Charm in Unloved Classics. I thought the thumbnail looked pretty good too. It's got, Simon from Simon's Quest and Jason, NES Jason. So I put both those games on there and put maybe not so bad.
Yeah,
That one got 179 views, came out 9 months ago.
well, that's
I
cool.
thought that was a good topic to touch on because so many people obviously crap all over Simon's Quest, Castlevania 2, and Friday the 13th. They're like, "Oh, that game sucks. I don't know what to do."
There he is right there.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You get a little perler beat of them up there.
Whipping my brain right now. I think one of the ones I really liked is episode how do I tell what episode this was? I don't know where the number is.
Sometimes, yeah, I don't, get to see it in the title.
Anyway, it was 4 months ago, and it was does your collection own you on the thumbnail? And it has, me with my Mario hat and shirt on with a bunch of chains wrapped around my neck and from a chain chomp, and it's biting little Samson. And I think this just kind of was born out of a time where I'm like reconsidering like, my collecting habits, and I'm down to only half of what used to be my game room, and I've recently got in here and cleaned it up a bit, and I have went through my NES games, and now I've decided that probably like 2/3 of my NES games are going to be sold here soon. I don't know how that's process is going to work exactly, but I have the bare minimum of about 70, 80 games to my right here, what I'm going to keep. Um, but does your collection own you? Like you're just thinking about like all the stuff you've collected and why did you collect it and do you still care about it and can you pare it down and you know will you always want these things. I don't know, I just thought it was an interesting topic. It got 540 views, so one of our better shows, I think.
Yeah. And again, I think it's because of that controversial title where
Hmm.
some people are like, well, I don't know. I don't think my collection owns me. Let's see what are their points are. What do they have to say on this here? I'll tune in for this
Right.
and listen to it. And again, maybe it was good thumbnail design throwing you in
Yeah.
some chains.
Yeah, there you go. Who doesn't want to see Jay wrapped up and sunk to the bottom of the ocean with his collection? um yeah, I thought that was a cool one.
Good one for sure. What other ones stand out? Oh, you did mention we did the recently the starter jacket
Hmm.
episode
Yeah,
talking
I
about
thought that was cool.
every kid wanted one of these in the 90s. And again, we try to switch it up where it's not every week is video game related. We want to
Right.
be the warp pipe. You're going back for nostalgia in 80s and 90s, and it's maybe clothes, it's toys, music. But it is majority video game stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Card collections, horror movies. We try to touch on a little bit of everything. Um, I think another one I liked was episode 124, the Super Nintendo box art, like just different box art that we thought was really cool and caught our eye. There's so many good Super Nintendo games with great box art.
Yeah, I did a pretty good job with the thumbnail, just putting us on.
Yeah, it just looks like us on a Super Nintendo box.
Yeah, those were fun, and then, this way we can follow up, like, so we did top Super Nintendo box art, and then we came the following week, the top art for Sega Genesis,
Mhm.
where sometimes we'll get, an idea, and it's like, okay, we can pair this off multiple times,
Yep,
just switching consoles essentially and having the same idea.
yep, kinda run it back, we'll do NES, we'll do Super NES, we'll do Sega. You kinda get multiple things instead of covering it all at once.
Right, right. This way it's more streamlined. And if you're like, oh, I don't like Sega, I'll skip that episode or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I also thought, let's see, I'm looking through my list here. Um, what was that one I just saw a second ago? Shoot, where'd it go? Um, I'm not seeing it, but I see another one that I like here. Absolute Must Plays on the Super Nintendo. That got 411 views, so people tend to like that one too. That was 6 months ago, episode 112. Here on the cover,
Oh
we have
yeah, right here.
Chrono
Yeah.
Trigger, Mario World, Final Fight, Metroid, Super Metroid. I mean, like, just so many good Super Nintendo games that you just gotta play once at least.
Right, right. Yeah, and I tried to showcase, the background from each game and then put that sprite nice and bold up front. So it was
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
So again, pretty good thumbnail. I think people dig that for sure. Sometimes, I'm making the thumbnails and it's like maybe I'm having what would you hitting a block or whatever, and I'm like,
Yep.
I don't know what to design for this because I'm making two thumbnails a week for this, making thumbnails for my stuff. I'm like, geez, got come up with so many ideas. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rest just like an instant, endless, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Endless ideas is all I gotta say.
right, and it's like I almost wanted to go. Obviously you can't with YouTube, just something basic where it's just like weekly warp pipe, episode 136, and just
Yeah.
a picture of us or whatever. It's like
Right.
you need that clickability and make it look nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
like, all right. Well, it depends how, there's more people listen to us on stream and they don't care what the heck the thumbnail looks like.
Right. Yeah. Those are all things Russ had to think about that I never thought about twice. I just came and showed up and did my thing, and then that was it for me. Um, Another one I thought was cool was Mini Consoles Rule. Now that there's so many of them popped out, they got about
Hmm.
250 views, episode 120. I don't know. I love taking my NES Classic and my Super NES Classic to my mom's house, and playing those. So they're just so handy when you're traveling. And they all got the old TurboGrafx 16 too, and the PlayStation. What you pulling out here? Here you
I
go.
got
See?
there's my classic.
And here's another classic for you.
Nice. Yeah. The Turbo Graphics one eluded me.
Yeah.
So
So
maybe one day I'll get that one.
snagged that one for my birthday, and I have a TurboGrafx and a couple games, but it's such an expensive console to collect for that really kind of like satisfied that need to explore that console. So now I just kind of have it. It's kind of like a very niche little thing that I have in my collection.
Nice. Yeah, Turbo Graphics is good. I did end up going to a few conventions this year, and I got some promotion going for the Warp Pipe, and a few people came up to me at the convention saying, "Hey, we listen, love what you guys do." So I was like very appreciative of that. I was like, always trying to put the word out. It's like I never know how do you promote a podcast? Like, how do I get it bigger than it is, other than doing the normal stuff? Like, okay, I can post on Instagram stories or put out a tweet or
Right.
use the YouTube community page. But I'm like,
Right.
other than, I don't know, getting a billboard or like, what do you
Right.
do? Like,
Yeah.
how do podcasts grow? I'm
I don't
unsure.
know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I hope that we are engaging enough, and interesting enough. I don't know. You may be more interesting than I don't but we do our dang best, that's all I know.
That's it. I guess, I mean, it even comes back to the same of, like, with the YouTube channels, you're like, you self-reflect, you're like, put out consistent content, you're like, "Is it me? People
Yeah,
don't like watching me? I don't know.
yeah,
It's not getting this many views, like, am
right.
I the X factor or whatever?"
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like at some point, Russ, you gotta find your footing. I mean, you've been doing this so long and so consistently, and you put such great work out, and you're just so dedicated to the whole thing. It's really incredible to watch what you've been able to do over the years, and I find myself being jealous sometimes that I don't have that same energy to get, to kind of, like, obviously my NES Static channel is just kind of sitting stagnant at 299 videos. I keep thinking I need to make a third video, a last video,
Last
just to
300.
get it to the 300 and like Cinemassacre 300 or something. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll get to it one day. But yeah, I don't exactly know when. So we'll see. Um, but it's been so fun being a part of the weekly Warp Pipe family, and it's helped keep my presence on
Right, yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube, right. Since you're not
Yes,
putting out videos on your YouTube channel.
yes, since I'm not really being proactive on that. So I'm really proud of all these videos, though. It's crazy. It's kind of crazy, even just looking back and seeing some of the old photos or thumbnails that you've made. Because I try to listen on Saturday mornings. It's funny too. It's funny how often I can't remember exactly what we talked about. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember saying that. So it's like jogging my memory. So
Well, it's almost like, yeah, I said I go to edit the we record, and then it's like the next day or the following day I'm editing, and then I'm like, "What did we," like, especially doing the Warp Pipe Wednesdays, I'm like, "What did we talk about?" Like, I don't
right.
remember, and I'm scrolling through quickly and seeing if we pull up any pictures or something, and I'm like, "Maybe it was this, maybe this was the topic." I was like, "I should have kept the pen next to me here so I could jot down."
Yeah, I know. About 7 months ago, we were doing some like tier videos. I'm seeing here, episode 107. We ranked consoles. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I got 332 views.
Yeah, I think people like definitely, going through, like, we did that ranking video. Prior to that, we did all the Tecmo games on
Yeah.
NES. I think we've done another one too, maybe? I know we did, like,
Oh, we did
uh,
Konami 9 months ago. They got 423 views.
Konami. We did video game console generations, ranking those, and we even done a few of those were live streams where you
Yeah.
guys could interact with us right then. I would, live stream it and then just take that version, edit it, all the mumbo jumbo out, and repost that Saturday because we were doing the recordings on Wednesday. So I'd live stream on my channel from 8 to 10, and then we'd live stream from like 10 to
Yeah.
almost midnight or whatever,
Right.
doing that.
Yeah, it took up a lot of time. Another one I'm seeing here is episode 105. We don't always watch retro gaming channels. It's like non-retro game YouTube channels we watch. That was kind of cool to let people see like other things that we're interested in. I love how Weird Paul's face is circled on there. That's awesome. I love Weird Paul.
I love that. I had watched, it was funny that you had brought up the documentary of Weird Paul, and I was like, "Oh, I know the guy that edited that," like, da 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 da, and then we watched it, me and my wife, and now I see him all the time on, like, TikTok, like, being live, and I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
it's good to see him, like, kinda getting that recognition and
Yeah.
the people
Yeah.
checking him out and being
He's
into
a
him."
he's a funny guy. Like he's pretty interesting. So um yeah. But yeah, it's crazy just scrolling through here and seeing, you know, all the things we got. I bought a house with Russ Lyman, and then like, um,
And I'm still not moved in.
yeah, it's still not poor Russ. Still, that was 7 months ago. Jeez Louise, poor Russ. And then there was even a time when you would do the monthly Warp Whistle, where it was like a little,
That's
like
right, yeah, I forgot about that.
it was kind of like a highlight show of everything we did that month. That was kind of cool.
Shout out to, Tom Ryan, said, "Oh, what if you did like this?" And so I would take the 4 episodes that would come out per month of the main series and just do clippets of that. And so right here, the monthly Warp Whistle April episodes 104 to 107. It's a 20-minute episode, but you get a little recap. Will it stay in here? Yeah.
Yeah, a
So
little
the
highlight.
monthly Warp Whistle.
That's so rad. These
I worked so hard on that intro. It's so
Oh, it's
good.
so good. Yeah, it's great.
And then I just kind of have the episode scrunched a little bit, and you can see your episode title throughout
Oh lord, you get to hear me sing Broken Wings.
the whole episode. So then, okay, this is episode 104, and then it switches to episode 105. Cool concept. Again, I'm just
It's
adding
a lot of work though,
extra
right?
work onto me. So then we're having
Yeah.
2 episodes a week plus the Warp Whistle that comes out once a month. So I was trying
Yeah,
to
that's a
keep up with
lot.
that. I think we only ended up doing a few of these of the Warp
Yeah.
Whistle. Um,
It was a good idea. It's just, you need 48-hour days.
yeah, we did one here was episodes 99 to 102. And I just kept a generic thumbnail where I'm just changing the dates to make it more streamlined. There's another one. So I think I did three of them.
Oh, I
So I
saw
mean,
one. Good.
I'm always open to new ideas to try stuff to maybe that would help boost the channel or we've even done shorts on
Yep.
the channel here on YouTube, just clippets of episodes, and then because I see that all over. If you're on any platform, you'll see podcasts, and it's just like here's 30 seconds of them talking about something interesting, and then maybe you're like, oh, well, I'll go see a full episode.
Yeah, I see a lot of that with Joe Rogan. I saw a good one, best NES game endings.
Oh, okay,
Got
yeah.
the big explosion there of Bionic Commando.
Where the heck is that?
Right
Let's
there,
see.
best
Oh, yeah, yeah.
top 10, yeah, that was 10 months ago, so that's within the year frame.
And I wonder if I that probably came about because I did end up beating Bionic Commando,
Yeah, you're
like.
beating on stream, right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I did a video on my channel, like, finally beating this after 20 years or whatever.
yep.
So I was like, "Let's talk about this because this definitely has like, a controversial ending, so to say."
I can see why I dropped the weight, only got 140 views. Look at that horrible, disgusting human on there.
Jay's, workout updates there,
Yep.
drop the weight. I think I remember asking I don't know if I did the thumbnail and then I sent you, like, approval, like, "Do you mind if I put you shirtless on a
And
thumbnail?"
di wasn't it already on Instagram? I was like, "Dude, I already posted it, go for it."
I think that's what it was because I pulled the picture from I wasn't like, "Send me a photo of you with your shirt off." I
Right.
was like, "I just got the
I mean,
photo
he's
from
asked for
online."
those before, but that wasn't the picture.
Christ. Certainly been a busy year, we'll
Yeah.
say.
Yep, to say the least, to say the least, to say the least. Um, Shoot, what else can we talk about for a wrap-up video?
Um, yeah, what we've done, how many podcasts we've done, episodes wise, merch,
Yeah.
gotten some merch. Oh, I did order it's not in here. I got a T-shirt. You can do those on shoot, what are it? Where is it? Printful. One of those sites you can order like sample shirts where it costs less. So
Oh, okay.
I did one that was like the weekly war pipe like across instead of like the logo like this. I did like a war pipe and then it says the weekly war pipe. It looked okay. It
Oh,
was like
okay.
I think you pay like 15 bucks shipped or 16 bucks shipped to kind of see it and you can place one order a month. So I had done that.
Gotcha.
But
But
this is probably the best. Like I got this from a guy on Instagram called the Retro Stitch, and
yeah.
this is all embroidered with the logo, and it's nice and big because one of the sites that lets you do your merch, I couldn't get this very large. Like their machines maybe couldn't do it, and it was like tiny, and I was like, that's not gonna work.
Right, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have stickers all over my game room of the weekly warp pipe that you had made, and a magnet on my fridge, so there's plenty of stuff to go get, and I'm sure it helps, Russ out a ton, so go grab it.
Go grab it. Show your support.
Throw it on a
The
car.
weekly.
That way you can be like a
That
traveling billboard for us.
I say I haven't seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen a sticker on the car.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
There's one at the fridge at the new house.
Oh, there you go.
It's
There
the
you
only thing on it there. Whether we're keeping that fridge, I don't know, but
go. But it's there for now.
I should go into Lowe's or something and pop them on fridges in the display area.
There you go. Yeah, or like grab some of those magnets and just next time you're at a convention, just pop them on some cars.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I did do like a scavenger hunt thing during like 4th of July because I know we do fireworks on the beach in West Haven, and I had found they had like it's like a generator or something that's like a big metal box down there, and I had put the magnet like off the side so it looks like, oh, I could just pop this off and take it.
Okay.
So I had done that and then took a picture and kind of posted it and was like, hey, if you're in West Haven, get a free magnet, kind of like search it out. And I think I'd done that with the stickers too or something like that, just to be like, hey, someone finds this, maybe they'll find the podcast. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. There's this one guy in Greenville that does like find this cash in Greenville, so something similar like that. So
He hides cash.
yeah, yeah, it's cash. I've
All right.
never been lucky enough to find it, but maybe one day. It's always
Get
like $20. It's never a ton.
I'll start hiding $2 bills.
There you go. Yep. Let's see. What else can we talk about from this list? Oh, it's cool that little War Pipe Wednesday where I found, yeah, or somebody gave me DuckTales too for free. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a good story for sure. Where you were like, hey, I remember you posted it on whether it was Instagram or somewhere
It
like
was probably TikTok,
or
yeah, a little
TikTok,
short.
and you're like, it's not mine, it's one of my friends. And then he ends up gifting it to you.
Yep, didn't know that was gonna happen. Let's see. I like the tiny toys, collecting tiny toys. That was a good one.
Yeah, discussing micro machines. Um, what's the other ones?
Monsters in My Pocket,
Monster
Muscle, Mighty Max,
that does
Battle
I saw the
Beast.
Battle Beast. Yeah, all good ones.
Yeah. There's a the long story short, there's a lot of good quality stuff here.
Lots of episodes for you guys
Yeah.
to check out the backlog if you haven't checked. I'm sure you guys haven't listened to every episode, but if you did, very much appreciate it for
Oh, leave
supporting
it in
us
the
this year.
comments if you're a 100%er.
We'll send you a magnet.
Are you 100%er for anything, Russ?
I don't know.
Other than
Well,
my channel?
seeing it, seeing every episode.
Every episode. It's easy when there's
It's
none.
it's tough because it's the time, right? How
Oh, yeah. Hey,
time
hey,
to dedicate to everything.
to
It's
make
like
your own and to watch others, it's something's gotta give usually, so
very difficult. And then, like I said, both of us have families and work, so it's like you have to find time to when you can record, when you can edit the podcast, or oftentimes now, my routine would be getting Gwen up. She usually gets up about 8 a.m. I'll get her bottle ready, plop her on the couch. She's having her bottle. I'll run downstairs there with my computer and start editing some stuff while she's
yep,
watching TV. And then, okay, now I got to entertain her.
yep,
And we'll do stuff until it's nap time. And then she naps. And usually I could get 3 hours in. So it's like, am I recording something, editing? Like, where do I use that time and get what done?
right. It's, the impossible feat.
Indeed.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I don't know, Russ.
Would you like to transition, I guess, into
We well,
impossible time?
we can totally transition. Um, well, guys, it's been fun almost 3 whole years. Um, and as of late, uh, I have found it more difficult to support Russ the way that he needs to be supported to have this podcast run as smoothly and as efficiently as we would both like. Um, and I kind of came to Russ maybe a month or two ago, and I was letting him know that I was having some stressors in life. namely a new job that I started in July. And it's not that the job is bad or anything; it just demands more of me. I'm bringing a lot more work home. My kids are 8.5 and 11, so a lot of I get off at 5:30. It's the mad dash to get home at 6. It's dinner. It's homework. It's studying. Um, and it's usually going back and finishing things that I need to get done for my own job. And with that, I've become less reliable to Russ. And even like a week or two ago, I get a text at like 10:45, and Russ is like, "So I guess we're not doing the podcast." And I was like, "Dude, I didn't even realize it was Thursday." Which, because like I said, I said I don't know if I said it in this video or the previous video, but we usually record on Wednesdays,
Right.
or we used to for a long time. And then I requested we change it to Thursday so I could push it back in the week a little bit more because I had less responsibility Friday, only working half day Friday. Um, but all that to say, for the better of the podcast, and for Russ's sanity, not having to worry about if, when, where I might be showing up. I'm going to step away from the podcast as the main co-host. I'm sure Russ has lots of great plans about who could possibly fill that role. And Russ and I have both talked about it. This is not any kind of him forcing me out or anything. He didn't hold a zapper to my head, um, or anything like that. This was something that I had been strongly considering, and I really, really wanted to make it to 3 years, which is like March or April or May, somewhere in the springtime. But it was becoming abundantly clear that to me that I wasn't going to be able to be as punctual as is needed to do a weekly podcast. So this will be my last episode as the main co-host. Um, and there may be times in the future where I fill in here and there when time permits. But it's been an amazing ride. Um, I can't believe that it's gone on as long as it has. I don't know what Russ anticipated when we first started, if he thought it would get this far or further. Um, you
Because
know,
it just spawned out of I was doing a podcast with Riff from Pixel Game Squad called Riff and Russ, and I think we only got like less than 10 episodes done.
yeah,
Because one, he's in California, so we're at a 3 hour time difference. So a
right,
lot of times I would have to record starting at like midnight with him
right,
because then it'd be 9 o'clock there for him. So we did it for a little bit. And then he was kind of like, I got to do stuff on my own channel and focus this. And
yep,
Jay kind of reached out and was like, hey, would you like to do a podcast with me then? Like, since that's not
yeah.
going
Because I mean, I knew my channel was on the dying end, and I've always loved Russ's work, and we're friends, and I just thought it would be a good fit, and it was easy for me because I just come on here and yak with Russ. It's like hanging out with my friend for an hour every week, and Russ does all the hard stuff. So I didn't really have. It was like minimal commitment to me, and now it's like even minimal commitment is like too much for me because I just have a hard time multitasking, I guess. But so anyway, all that to say, thank you guys for listening to me go on and on. Sometimes maybe too long. But I really appreciate all the support, and you guys are freaking rad. And I hope that you guys keep supporting Russ and whoever hops in the co-host seat in the future.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, and with that, the podcast is not ending currently. Um, hopefully we'll get a bunch of more episodes in on that, but we are going to take a break. I decided to take January off as the new year and situate the transition into getting a new co-host with me on here and then pick back up in February and kind of keep you guys in the loop on with that and come with a new year with a fresh start. And like Jay said, Jay's certainly more than welcome to come on the episode as a guest when time does permit,
Right,
depending on the new recording schedule. I don't know when that would be. Perhaps
right.
that'll switch.
Lots of factors.
Right. Or perhaps I can get Jay to, maybe he'll call in and leave a message.
You never know. That's probably what I could handle.
I think
Message
that's
from Jay.
yes. The weekly message from Jay.
Yep. Or you hear some random fact about Blink 182 that you didn't need to hear.
There we go, for sure. But yeah, like we said, it's no ill will against each other of like, listen, I hate you. Uh, you need to
This
go.
this isn't the Tom and Mark breakup of Blink 182. This is Jay sucks at multitasking.
Right. I mean, we always talked about it with, I somehow am able to keep up a lot more with Jay going on. And since Jay's taken the new job, it's definitely taxing
Mhm.
on the mind and on time to allow him to, like you said, keep going in a timely manner where I'm like, hey, can we get this going? Or like,
Right,
hey, I got some work I still got to finish up. Can we hop on at 10:30 or this
right.
and that? And then we're like, but I got to leave earlier because I got to get up early at work. And I was
Right.
like,
I
you know
I I
what?
think I think for a long time I was, I mean, we lasted a long time. I mean, a long time it ran smooth and there wasn't really any issues up until, like, the last 2, 3 months maybe is when things started kinda, like, hitting a wall for me where it wasn't like I dreaded doing it because it's obviously not hard. You get on here and you talk, but, like, it was like, "Oh, I'm tired," or, "Oh, I gotta finish this," it was like it was just never completely convenient. I mean, I'm having a blast right now, and it's like as we're sitting here talking, it's like I'm like, "Do I really wanna give this up?" But, like, it's not that I don't want it's not that I don't wanna do it, it's that this is that what Russ needs is for someone to be super reliable, and that is not me currently.
Right, right. And it comes back, I was doing my best to accommodate
Oh, you
with
did, great.
Jay to keep going where I spoke to my wife and I was like, can I have a day dedicated where I can stream? So rather than us hanging out, I'm doing this. So I was
Right.
streaming 8 to 10 on my channel and then we
Yep.
record the podcast 10 o'clock to midnight. But then it switched. So now I'm taking 2 days
2
essentially away
days,
from my
yep,
wife where I'm
yep,
streaming one day, doing the podcast the next day. If Jay couldn't do it Thursday, sometimes we push it to Friday. And now
yep.
it's like, hey, you can't see me Friday either. I
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah, yep. So it was, and the other thing too that I didn't mention is every other weekend I'm, at my mom's house taking care of her. She has dementia. So that's another stressor, like it's like every other weekend I can't be with my family. So, it just I think I'm really proud of how long we were able to keep it really steady. I mean, because I
Right.
mean it was pretty consistent for a long time. Like so I don't think we have anything to be ashamed of, and I think whoever Russ comes back with, I'm hoping is going to make it bigger and better. And I mean, I don't want anything except success for the Weekly Warp Pipe. I'm proud of what we started and laid a good foundation, and hopefully it can just keep on moving. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, I mean, we hit the ground running for sure. And a lot of podcasts don't last more. I think David Apuzzo is always somebody's like, well, a lot of podcasts don't last to 50 episodes.
yep, yep,
Whether that fact's true or not, I mean, or at least maybe 100 episodes, and we're long past that now.
yep,
Easily with the Warp Pipe Wednesday, we're probably over 200 episodes in.
yeah,
So that's pretty good run. And yeah, I said we'll come back in February. Uh, Similar format, I imagine. I mean,
yeah,
same great tune for the for the intro.
yep,
We'll see what changes, and we're certainly open to feedback from you guys. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to leave some comments, what you would like to see maybe in the future of the weekly War Pipe, and we're certainly going to try some stuff. But, I liked a lot of the little segments we did where it's like keep or kill or name this
yeah,
quote,
yep,
like all that fun stuff.
yep.
Um, Throw it at the wall, see what sticks, see if
There
you
you
guys
go.
like it, enjoy it. If not, move on to the next thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but seriously, thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I guess we'll wrap it up with that. Jay saying his goodbyes. That's what's happening with the weekly war pipe. We appreciate you guys listening all through this year, supporting me and Jay. Guys haven't, please go check out Jay's channel, the
No,
NES
thank you.
Addict, on on YouTube and check out some videos. Perhaps it'll give him some motivation to make video 300,
There we
something
go.
spectacular. You can call into the show. We do have a phone number still available, and that is 949-682-9277, 949-682 WARP. leave a voicemail. We'll play it on the show here. We appreciate that. Check out the weekly warpipe.com. Maybe we'll see if we'll get a little revamp for the new year and post some cool stuff on there. And as always, our supporters on Patreon, Dan and Nicole's Treasures Untold, Trace Living Good, Samantha Chang, Rodney Torres, Retroholic16, and Austin Mills. Perhaps I'll switch all that stuff over to channel memberships on YouTube or something like that. Who knows? We'll see what it comes up with.
Who
Uh,
knows?
Jay, it's been a pleasure
Dude, it has, Russ.
chatting
Thank you
with
so
you.
much.
I will keep up to date with you and text you,
Yep.
keep you in the loop,
You got my number, buddy.
and we'll see how it goes from there.
Sounds great.
Cool. Well, everyone, thanks for jumping in the warp pipe with us, and we'll see you on the next level.